What are you doing there?
Recording you.
Oh.
What are we doing right now?
Man, my brain's not going to work. We're getting ready to meet Natalie to go deliver some baked goods.
Is it weird to be delivering baked goods at 4 o'clock in the morning?
Weird? Maybe not. Foreign, yes.
So, what are we doing right now?
So, first delivery of the day. Just getting fresh pastries to everybody. We have about 25 cafes to hit up, so rocking and rolling.
So, do you normally make the deliveries, or?
I don't. I used to. I've done every job for Sugar Bake Shop that's possible. Usually when I'm doing a job like this, it's because something's gone really wrong. So either I have a sick employee or somebody just quit. Today I have a sick employee. So I'm jumping in. My name is Natalie Slevin. I'm 35, and I am the owner of Sugar Bake Shop in Denver, Colorado. I've had it for 10 years. I would call myself the owner of Sugar Bake Shop, and the running title that my employees have given me is Sugar Mama.
Okay.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing... So how long have you had Sugar open to, just to begin with?
So Sugar I've had for 10 years. I started it as a farmer's market stand, and would just set up on Saturday mornings. And so I would start baking Wednesday or Thursday, set up Saturday morning, and then have a couple of days off, and then do it every week for a whole summer. And then I met at the farmer's market restaurant owners and coffee shop owners and stuff like that, and kind of made this connection that people needed pastries for their places. And so I then grew it into a little wholesale business, and then grew enough wholesale business that then I was able to open the retail shop 8 years ago.
How long have you been doing... Have you always been doing early morning routes, or did that just come into play?
So we've been doing wholesale for, 9 years, I guess. So we've always done early morning routes. When I have to, I jump into this role. I've done it for 3 or 4 months at a time, and then I've, not had to do it forever. But yeah, we deliver at 4 in the morning, 7 days a week to 25 to 30 places around the city. So, and it's important, our schedule is super important to leave this early, because if they don't have their pastries, then they can't get their day started too.
Right.
Does, baking in general, affect... I imagine, because you're up so early and you work so long, does it affect your love life or relationships and shit like that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Running a business in general, I think, affects any relationship in your life, especially because I started so young. I'm 35 now, and I started when I was 25. So I didn't know, in your 20s, you don't really, you're just kind of flying by the seat of your pants, So I think that as time's gone on, I'm starting just now to grasp the fact that I need to claim for myself life first and then business second. But for the last 10 years, it's always been my business first. So yes, it absolutely affects every relationship that I have. Love life, probably the absolute most.
But you build your own little family at the shop, I would imagine. You guys have to work so closely and fucking so early.
Yes, yes. And we've really, you support each other so much. I mean, we have all seen each other through some crazy life moments. And that's where I think there's a lot of magic in what we do. It's not so much the product that we serve up, but it's showing up every day and being there for each other and being there for the community and these other coffee shops that are rocking and rolling. We're all just trying and
making something.
Yeah.
Contributing.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's not world changing, but it's also, it matters. We're going to Restaurant Depot. Gonna go pick up some supplies. This is my home
What
away
are
from
baking
home.
supplies? I'm a fool. I'm not. Some viewers might be.
Yeah, so the biggest things that we're picking up today are butter, sugar, flour, and eggs. And then all of the things in between. Probably some chocolate chips.
But in like dump truck amounts.
Yeah, I get everything in dump truck amounts. So.
Is that a unit of measure?
Yeah, a buttload. We're getting a buttload of butter. I do this twice a week, at least. So we go through about 100 pounds of butter a week and about 200 pounds of flour. We go through, let's see. We go through a lot.
Do you like this place?
I don't. I don't. I do have some friends in here, which is really nice. I get to say hi to all my friends. But no, it's just, if I didn't have to do it, I would be happier.
I feel like I'm about to go into a Walmart and it doesn't feel good.
It's like that.
Okay.
It's like it's excessive cases of just anything you could imagine.
On the other hand, I bet butter's a lot cheaper in bulk.
Butter's cheaper here, which is why I do it. I do have to say, like, one thing, I think one of the reasons I don't like it here is because it's so blatant how messed up our system is.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you look down these aisles and you see all these things and it's like, why though? Like, where is it imported from? Why?
Also, how much of it are we going to throw away?
Right, yeah. How much of this is going to go to waste?
Yeah. That's good.
All a growing bake shop needs.
Yeah, that's right. Especially those tater tots. When you own a business or when you're doing something that's almost a passion project that becomes your life and your income as well, there is a really fine line with how to do it gracefully and successfully. And I don't know if anybody actually can do it right from the get-go, but I do know, looking back now, the really important elements of it are giving yourself personal time to develop, giving your relationships, whatever they are, friendships, parents, siblings, partners, the time that they deserve. And then giving yourself and your business the time that it needs to, because it is really easy to get consumed in your day-to-day.
What's different about Sugar compared to like other shops you've been to?
Natalie. Natalie's amazing. Yeah, she's great. She is a very like real person to have as a boss that you're like working with directly and communicating with, whereas other places I've worked, the owner, you never see them, and you just like talk to someone who talks to someone who talks to them, and you don't actually communicate with them. Whereas like Sugar's a small shop where you're working with the owner, so communication's there and it's very like close, everyone's friends and gets along, and that's just, yeah, huge.
Natalie is one of the most amazing people I know, and I have been so grateful to have her be my boss for the past 5 years, and she has supported me through some really hard times, and she's become more than a boss to me for sure. Like, she's my Denver family, and my experience in Denver would be radically different if I hadn't found Sugar and hadn't gotten as close as I have with Natalie.
I love working at Sugar Bake Shop. Natalie's just a fantastic owner to work for, and the staff is all really supportive, and it's like a small family.
As someone who was looking for a job here, I really liked how she is very loving and caring towards her employees, and she treats, you know, as a wholesale client before an employee. She was so kind and understanding, and it was always about the people.
Natalie's here every day, almost all the time, and that's great to have versus like a boss that comes in once a day. It just kind of checks things out and is very disconnected from the whole staff and what they do.
Out of all the coffee shops I've worked at, which is definitely what I'm sticking with for right now, it's really enjoyable to be working at a coffee shop that's also a bakery. We have a lot of people coming in for the baked goods and not the coffee.
What's your favorite thing at the shop?
The blueberry Pop-Tart is my all-time favorite. It has never let me down from day one. Blueberry all the way. But it's cool because seasonally we always have new things, and it's great to be excited about a new offering as well, but I always come back to the blueberry Pop-Tart.
I would say right now it's the focaccia bread. All-time favorite is blueberry popster. That's been my favorite for a long time. And then I would say the coffee cake.
Oh, pies, definitely. I think it might be because it's my favorite thing to eat, though. So hard to say.
I eat a lot of burritos here, just because of I can't eat a popster every day. But probably the cinnamon rolls, as far as the sweet stuff goes, cinnamon rolls are out of this world.
There isn't a person who can eat something sweet and not smile. So it's like creating something that's just pure joy. Like, there's something so comforting about like getting up in the morning and having a muffin with your coffee and like being able to create that very simple happiness that can change someone's day and make it from like an okay day to a great day, and just like starting the day on the right foot with something sweet is a great thing to be able to create for someone.
When I first started the farmer's market stand, the stakes were pretty low. You know, the overhead was low. It was easy to just show up one day a week, get stuff done. I was the only employee, so, you know, if I messed up or something happened, it was on me. And as we've grown, being responsible for the other employees that are here, the products that they're putting out, the happiness of my customers, it all does come back to kind of my gut feeling on how things should be done, but it's really hard to trust yourself in stressful situations. Am I reacting or am I moving forward with purpose? And so I check in with myself constantly with that. And I don't think that I've ever gotten to a point where I think, yeah, here I am now, I've made it and this is all making sense. I still struggle with it on a daily basis. And so I do it all on my own in terms of the business and the business decisions, but I truly, really do rely on my staff to help me navigate and shape what we're doing and how we're doing it, because I couldn't do it on my own, and I don't want to. My mom's family is Greek, and so I always was raised with Greek pastry. And she always had us in the kitchen from the time that we could get in the kitchen. We started with just things like fruit salad, and then she would teach us to kind of grow from there. So being in the kitchen was something that I was really familiar with and interested in. My favorite gift as a kid was my Easy Bake Oven. That was by far, when I look back. And I think that my character has always just been that I love getting my hands into something and finishing it.
What are we going to be doing today?
We're going to be filming Natalie doing her thing, and she's going to teach me how she does her thing, and then I'm going to try it. And I'm not very good at baking, so it's probably not going to end well. Well, I don't know. Maybe she's so good at her job that she'll fix
what's broken inside you.
Yeah, whatever's broken inside me, and I put out these beautiful pastries.
We open in about an hour and 15 minutes, so everything goes on the counter hot, which is fun. We've got a red raspberry roll we're going to do, which we always do on Sundays. And cookies, of course, muffins. I think today's blueberry. And some other stuff. I'm not sure what yet. Way to learn, in my opinion, in the food industry is to really just get in there, get in some kitchens, get your hands dirty, get yelled at, mess up, see how the owners are doing it, and also see how the owners are messing up, because I tell my staff all the time, I can't have my hand in everything, so I really require them to kind of give me the feedback and tell me what's going on from their angle, and I think that that's helped them to kind of get the spin also on how small business works and also how to run a good place. And when I was working in kitchens, I was picking up kind of the same thing. Like I'd always see the owners and the chefs kind of running around getting everything taken care of, but there were little things that I thought, oh, if I was doing this, I would do that differently. So I've learned as I've gone too. I mean, I'm not formally trained. I did work in a lot of kitchens to kind of learn how that all went, but in terms of doing all of this at scale, at this point, it's been learn as you go, trial by fire.
So what happened?
Well, our coffee machine started smoking. So this is one of those moments where I look at it for a while and then say, let's just call a repair guy and see what he says. The problem...
So what it did was he started the batches and then it just stopped brewing the coffee.
And then
we tried to rebrew again and it started smoking.
Okay. Dang it. The day in the life of an entrepreneur. And like within the first hour, it's like, things are so awesome, I love what I'm doing. And then it crashes down to below zero. And it's like, I hate my life so much. And then it starts climbing and then it goes down, then it goes to the top. It's pretty accurate. We were just having fun making cinnamon rolls and then the coffee maker breaks. Burst open and things like this would happen, it would be earth-shattering. And now it's like, well, of course that just broke. It's Sunday morning and we're about to have a rush, so
we adjusted this entire show in the course of like 24 hours from when we first set off and what we wanted to do.
Yeah.
And we're like, this is within, we know that it's not easy.
Yeah. That is so much of owning a business anyways, is you just have to flow and figure it out as it goes, because you can make like as solid of a plan as you want.
Yeah.
And that's not how it does.
What are we doing right now?
We're gonna go to another coffee shop and have them make us some coffee for Sugar, so that Sugar has coffee to give out to people.
Yeah, all right, let's do it.
Yeah. This air conditioner isn't part of it.
they call you guys?
Yeah, cool. I forgot to mention what we were doing.
Oh, yeah.
They called asking if we could brew them some coffee.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Preferably these two filled, and I think she said something about like a gojo. You guys have that? We have beans if you guys need them, and filters. Do you have like an ETA or?
That'll probably take 20 minutes.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll just leave these with you guys then, and I'll come
Okay.
back by.
Cool.
Cool?
Sounds good.
Thank you. I hope you got that.
I didn't. I don't want you showing off too much.
You missed my mad skills with opening the door and holding it open with one foot while my hands were filled.
Did you see that? Oh man, we just got like a crazy rush of people too. They're like, sorry, no coffee, sorry, no coffee. Thank you, you guys.
Yeah, you bet.
Awesome. There are several other bakeries in town. There's donut shops, there's coffee shops, there's the grocery store bakeries. You can go anywhere and buy a cookie. Why is it that somebody would come to Sugar Bake Shop to buy a cookie? And that's something that I reflect on with my staff monthly. Why are they coming here? They're coming here because they want the experience. They just worked really hard to earn the $5 or $10 that they're going to spend here, and they want to spend it on themselves. And so it continually comes back to how we are showing up for them and how we allow them to exist in the space and how that exchange happens. We have 9 trays of lobsters to glaze. You're gonna do caramel apple.
Okay.
And this is a typical day, so get ready. What you need to do is, I'm gonna do a strawberry, you do it like this. You just do a scoop.
Scoop. Oh.
It's
It looks,
like,
yeah.
it's a little thicker.
Okay.
Yeah. We might need to add some water to yours
Yeah, I was
too.
gonna say, because I don't.
Yeah, it's a little
Maybe.
bit thick.
Let me try.
Okay, we'll try one. And then, so you just undo the scooper. But it should kind of flow down the Pop-Tart.
Yeah, this could use just a pinch more.
Yeah, let's get you some more water.
That one's gonna be extra good.
This is your biggest selling item, right? And then
Yeah,
same.
so yeah, we sold 40,000 of these last year. And we make every single one of them by hand. Okay, you should be good. So I would do half a scoop per Pop-Tart. And now, you better go fast because we have some trays. Actually, we should have a little competition and see if I can get a full tray done here.
That's not fair.
Let's go.
I think you sabotaged me on the icing. I think that's what this is.
See, Alex.
Okay. Well, I'll just sleep in here. Just lock the door behind you and.
Dude, you're taking forever.
Oh my God! You want to do this?
Just kidding, I wouldn't leave you behind.
The reason it's taking me so long is it's taking all of my willpower to not eat all of them right now as I do it.
Yeah. Thank you. Well, and you know what's funny about this is each one of these is going to a customer tomorrow. So, well done, dude. And then you get.
So we'll just bill you later for my labor. Okay, great.
So I made. How many did I glaze to yours?
Like, for every 10 that you did, I did more. Yeah.
But yours look really good.
Except, yeah, they look great after you got done going through and fixing them.
There was some patching needed. Thanks for the help.
Mm-hmm. I'm just here to mess up everyone's day and have Dylan videotape it.
I appreciate the company. We're gonna have to sweep. Fish crumbs.
You mean I'm gonna have to sweep?
Yeah.
Oh.
So why don't you just have like one of your employees do this?
Well, mopping is one of my favorite things to do at the end of the day. There's something about it. I don't know. It just feels like kind of meditative, and it's a really nice end of day. It sounds silly. There's this art of mopping. One, the floors get so dirty, and there's something really rewarding about seeing my mop wipe up the dirt. But two, it becomes such a meditative kind of zen thing to do. Just think about the day, think about tomorrow. I don't know. It seems silly, but I always do really give thanks for this. Like, this was something that I started as a farmer's market stand, and I never knew I was going to have to pick out floor tile of a shop that I was going to run. And yeah, I like taking care of it. Maybe not so much before. I think I always kind of had in my mind that I wanted a bakery or a restaurant or a coffee shop, or when I was real little, probably a pony farm. But at the end of the day, I have loved developing this so much that I continually come back to the fact that it's something that I've always wanted to do. At this point, 10 years out from start to where I am today, there's so much that I would rather do or want to do. I love that this place runs, and I love that it's here, and it's been so much fun. But as it's kind of developed, there's other aspects of it that I would like to kind of run with, and maybe let this kind of coast on its own.
I was about to say, yeah, but do you think it's okay to kind of quit this or like put it on the back burner while you do something else?
That is such a good question. I think that that's something that business owners struggle with a lot. It's absolutely okay for me to do it. Whether I can or I will allow myself to do it, to really pull away from this, I don't know yet where I stand with that. But I do know that allowing myself to have other interests, if this kind of stays around, will only continue to develop this aspect of my life. And if it's time for me to let it go, then I'm really excited to see what else is out there. But I have no idea what I would do if I wasn't doing Sugar Bake Shop.
Aw, thanks, sweetie.